Hey guys, James Wilson-Taylor here for Roxanne. We are backstage at Download Festival 2023, neck deep on the main stage today. Ben joins me now. How are you, man?
What's up? Yeah, I'm good. A little stressed. I was just talking before this, Been wrangling lots of different things, bumping into people I haven't seen in years. But yeah, good catch-ups, but yeah, just download hecticness. Kind of want to get the set out of the way and just enjoy the weekend. I'm going to stay and see Metallica on
nice.
Sunday.
Are you sticking around?
Yeah, I'm sticking around. It's a nice weekend.
It is a nice weekend. Well, I mean, let's do the obvious festival-led question, shall we? Because not only is it Download, it's Download 20. And you guys have had a couple of really nice moments here over the years. It's got to be nice to not just be back at Download, but be here for undeniably the biggest one there's ever been, right?
Yeah, I mean, it's sold out 4 days,
Crazy.
Metallica, like, if Metallica are making the effort to do what they're doing, then, it's kind of a big deal. So yeah, it's an honor to be on the main stage at like 4 o'clock is a great slot. I think that's like, I don't know, feels like we've earned it. Like we've been here for 10 years.
You can say that.
Feels good to progress and like get a really good main stage slot on the biggest Download that there's probably ever been. So yeah, it is sick. We're stoked.
Super exciting, man. And I guess the last time live in the UK, that massive arena shows with Youngblood, which I looked at that, I was like, I can see that being a really nice fit because I can see what Youngblood's been doing recently, and it's clearly channeling that kind of scene world in a big way. It's got to be kind of a fun environment. How was those shows for you? How was getting to play in front of those audiences?
Yeah, cool. Like, I think what Dom's doing is great, like, because he's kind of a bit of a gateway to our world for a lot of bands, for a lot of fans. Like, he spans a few genres and has a very positive, like, inclusive message, and we share the same opinions, and so he has very like-minded fans that are yet to know about Neck Deep. So It was really cool to play to a really like receptive audience. Like, we definitely came away, I think, making an impression on people, which for 10 years later as a band, we don't consider like, oh, we've got new fans to make, but we definitely did. And yeah, it was definitely cool to play some arenas. We played the MEN for the first time, which was like a big one.
Nice.
Yeah, because that was like where we all went to like some of our first big gigs, so that was cool. Well, not the MEN, it's the
whatever it was called. Yeah, no, I still think it was the
whatever
MEN.
Corporate sponsor arena it is now. Yeah,
the Manchester Arena, sponsored
the
by
Man Arena,
X.
owned by the Man.
Aren't they all? But I'm glad you said actually about gateway music there, because that leads very nicely onto a collab you did recently. I definitely want to ask you about, because you popped up on that Rework Busted track, and again for me that's a fascinating one because they were such a gateway band for so many people. You ask the amount of scene kids you could speak to today, that would be one of the first gigs they ever went to, one of the first bands they ever listened to. That's got to be so much fun to hop on something like that.
Yeah, definitely. Like, it was my first. I was 8 years old, and my sister and Seb was about 10, and my sister and like my cousin essentially like took us to see Busted. It was sick, and absolutely loved it, and like totally ingrained in a young age like live music and bands. And like for us, like we were already onto like Blink and New Fan and stuff then, but to us, like we didn't care that like, okay, they didn't come from the core world, they didn't do it like the punk way, whatever. They were a pop band, but to so many people in this scene, that didn't matter because we were so young that we were just stoked to have something playing on the radio or something that was in like mainstream that was guitars and it was fun. And they have some hits, like undeniable good songs. So it was really cool. I actually met Charlie a few years ago, and he was always like really cool about Neck Deep. Always was like way up. It was like came to me, I think, and said like, I love Neck Deep, and I was like, oh my god,
that's great.
Sick. So yeah, Charlie's really cool, and doing the track was sick too. Like really easy. That song specifically as well was one of my favorites because I feel like that was one of the more like less poppy, more them trying to do like a Blinky acoustic song, and so the fact that I got to do that was like,
really nice
full circle
to see
thing.
that.
Yeah,
I think full circle for them as well. Like, it's nice to see them get appreciated by people like yourself from the scene and everything as well. It's nice to all comes together like that. Hey, got to congratulate you. Some little news the other day. Big numbers on December. I mean, gold certified in the US is phenomenal. Congrats on that and all the massive streaming numbers. I guess tell me a little bit about the impact of that song in particular, really. Obviously, you've done the collabs, and I know every year it's going to roll around that there's a little bump in streams for obvious reasons, but it's nice that one in particular seems to have connected with a wider audience in quite a big way, right?
Yeah, definitely. It's become a sort of de facto Christmas song a little bit, like, but yeah, I don't know. I think it was just one of those songs that we didn't think it would really hit the way it did. I remember writing it. We struggled with it for ages. It was an acoustic song, then it was a full band song, and it was just a weird thing. And I don't know what it is about it that's just connected with it. I think it's just the right amount of sad, maybe.
It's always a balance, yeah.
Yeah, it's the right amount of sad, and I think, yeah, it just hits a note for some people. And again, that time of year specifically, but for it to hit gold is mad. Like, I never thought I'd have a plaque of, anything, or a record beyond a record collection, but to have a gold record for a song that we wrote in America as well,
It's
like
amazing.
that's not necessarily worldwide, which is crazy. Like, yeah, mad.
Very, very cool, man. Very, very cool
Thanks.
moment. Congrats on that. Well, let's look to the future then. Obviously, there've been a couple of singles at this point. How much music we playing with? When do you think we might hear it? Let's do those standard questions. You know that's what
Yeah.
people are going to ask. So,
Yeah, look, hey,
how much we playing with?
We're a good way in.
Oh, are we now? Good.
Yeah, so doing the new stuff, it's coming along nicely. Like, I'm not gonna lie and say it's gonna be out in the next couple months, but it's not. But it'll be around soon. We're doing it all ourselves.
Oh,
like,
cool.
we're recording it all in our studio. Seb's producing it. And yeah, they're bangers. Like, we're writing a pop punk record again because we want to write pop punk, because we've gotten the weirdness out of our system. So now it's like, let's just do what we do best and like do it really well. Be a classic Neck Deep record. I think it's we're stoked. Anyway, new stuff that we're playing though. Yeah, Heartbreak and STFU. Can I swear?
Yeah, you can swear.
Oh yeah,
It's
Heartbreak and
internet.
Shut the Fuck Up. Yeah, we're playing both those, and I think they're pretty indicative of what stuff's gonna sound
Great.
like. Yeah,
Man,
so
that's really
we're stoked.
exciting.
It's coming along really well. Yeah.
Good stuff. Excited to hear what's. Well, I'm going to let you go. Before I do, a question we're asking absolutely everybody here this weekend. Stacked lineup, like we said, absolutely massive one for download this year. A lot of friends of yours about. If you could collab with anyone who's here this weekend on this lineup, who are we picking? And I said this to Stake Champs as well yesterday. You're not allowed to pick each other for the love of God, all right?
Did they pick
It's
us?
always fun. No, I told them off beforehand. I warned them in advance because I knew they would.
All right, yeah, the easy answer.
Yeah, let's
Can't go
mix
the
it up.
easy road.
Let's mix it up.
Maybe just bands that I love that are playing here, like Bad Religion or Pup, something like that. Like, I think could be cool. But we need to think of ways that we can expand. Bring Me are obviously, quite a big inspiration in terms of just like the way that they've done it. They totally deserve to be headlining this festival, and obviously very creative. A Bring Me collab could be cool, but
Very nice.
whatever. We've already done Architects. Metallica would be sick.
Hey, that's a hell of a list already. That's all you need. That's a hell of a list.
We'll do whatever. Come to us. We'll try and write whatever we can. Sometimes
Approach.
maybe good, sometimes maybe shit.
Yeah, but you gotta try. Have a great set, man. Have a great rest of your weekend. We'll catch up again soon, all right?
Thank you very much.
Good to see you, Ben.